Well, here it is, November 2nd, 2 days after I'm done with the farmer's market. Plenty of stuff I still have to do. Behind me, my elderberry bush, there's plenty of elderberry still on the thing. I'm going to have to trim because I got my pruners in my bucket container here to put my berries in. So after I snip them off here in a few minutes, I can go inside and pick them and put them in my bags for storage for till late winter, early spring to make jelly with. And I got to trim up a pepper plant over here. I've had it. I bought it 3 years ago from a local store in my area, and it was like it was like that tall when I first got it, and the stem was like thinner than my pinky, and probably the size of maybe a little bit smaller than a number 2 pencil in diameter, and I grew it all summer, and I was like, you know what, I hate to see it die, so I dug it up, I put it in a container, I took it in the house, and then after that winter, that following summer, I brought it outside, did the same thing. Winter time came, brought it back in the house. I kept doing this. So this is the 3rd year I've had it, and I don't. At one point in time, I was, you know what? I'm just gonna, let it, let what the weather take its course, do its thing. But I feel bad about killing it. So I watched a thing online to where I can prune it like a hardcore heavy prune at back, and then I can bring it inside the house and it'll stay dormant, and then the following spring when it's nice and warm I can bring it back out, revive and do its thing. So that's another reason I got my pruners out here, because I'm going to do a hardcore heavy prune on it, so that way I can take it inside the house and let it sit dormant through the winter, and bring it back out in the spring when it's nice and warm. It can redo its thing, and I'll get more peppers from it. I mean, yeah, I can go to the store in the springtime, late mid-spring, early summer, and probably buy the same plant again for $6 to $8, and put it in the yard and let it do its thing, and just let nature take its course. But I've already taken care of it for 3 years. I just hate to let it see it die, just because I'm lazy. But I'm going to prune that back, bring that in the house, because tonight we're supposed to have a hardcore heavy freeze, and almost like a killing freeze. And we're gonna have one Wednesday morning. We're gonna have another hardcore freeze Thursday morning, another hardcore freeze Friday morning. So if there is anything left around that is still producing after probably tonight, or chances are after tonight, guaranteed after Thursday morning, it won't produce anything. So it's one of those moments, like I got so many, like, sunset's about 6, it's like 4:30 now, 4:35, somewhere around there. So I got like almost an hour and a half to 2 hours to get everything I need cut, pruned, and harvested, and get into the house by a certain amount of time before Mother Nature says you're dead. So it is what it is. But anyway, I got I got packages I got to ship out to Nevada, and then I got another package going out to, it's either Washington State or it's Oregon. I don't remember. I think it's Oregon. Is where he lives at. I got a package I got to ship out to him sometime this week, and then Dan in Texas, that goes to Jasper, Texas, and then there's another feller. He's up in Minnesota. I think it's Minnesota. Hell, it could be North Dakota. I'm not sure, but anyway, one package goes to him, and of course I got other things I gotta send to other people and stuff. So it's no big deal, really. I mean, and then in process, I'm sitting here, I'm kind of dying in the process because I picked a lot of cayenne peppers that were still green off my plant, and I got them in the dehydrator, which I'm doing it this way because yeah, I could take them when they're green and make like a green sauce with them or something like that. But I'm just gonna dry them out all the way nice and hard, crispy dry, and then just grind them up in a chili powder and be done with it. And they I'm not sure if a green cayenne pepper has the same flavor as a red one. I really don't know. I mean, I assume it would, but from what I'm smelling from the excess breeze from the dehydrator, it has a pretty good amount of oomph still in it, because even though it's green, my nose and my eyes feel like they're burning, so evidently something's in there. I do have to make a couple of things of pizza bread. I gotta make a thing of blackberry bread. I'll probably make 2 things of blackberry bread. A couple of things well, I'm gonna make one vat of dough for pizza bread. I'm gonna make 1 thing of blackberry bread, and there's something else I gotta make for them. I don't remember. But the pizza bread and the blackberry bread's going to Nevada. There's something else I gotta make. I'll have to ask him here in a bit. I got one thing. It's Oregon it's going to, and the guy, because Red's wife wanted some candles, so I made her some candles. I got him a bottle of hot sauce, and there was something else he was asking for. I don't remember. I'll have to ask him later this evening online. But yeah, I mean, even though the market technically is over with, I'm still making stuff for people. And of course, instead of, them coming to the market picking up, or me going to meet somebody and dropping it off, I'm actually putting it in a box and I'm shipping it across the United States so they can have their delightful delectables. And I'm still making some money on it. The product wise, I'm not charging like I would for the price. Basically, my only price is the price of shipping, and other than that, everything's gonna be like next to nothing, because it costs me next to nothing to make it. So, but shipping is gonna be the price. So, either way, because I know when I shipped Twist her package that went to Missouri, I think shipping was like $20, something like that, give or take. So it's no big deal. But my pool's drained. I drained the pool yesterday. I hated to, because there's a ton of tadpoles still in it. Of course, there's still a bunch of tadpoles in the bottom part of the pool, with the lower part of the water. I really have no idea how many tadpoles actually got sucked out of the water into the yard. I really have no clue. But I didn't want to have a 7,500 gallons of water in my pool to freeze and possibly, rupture the liner. So I drained the pool. I went through my garden area. I pulled a lot of stuff out, cut a lot of stuff back, pruned everything. Not when I say pruned, I cut a lot of the peppers and tomatoes and everything off of it. This coming year, I'm gonna have to replace a good portion of my grow box area. Some of those containers were guaranteed a minimum of 3 years, and they barely did 1 season. And yeah, they're junk. I would never buy from that person again. So, and after looking at some things, since the price of concrete block has gone down a lot, next year I'm making concrete block garden beds, and I'm gonna stack a couple and like double stacks, and have some flat run across. And there's two large branches that overhang the garden area, which I'm gonna cut those off sometime between now and I guess the first snowfall. Basically, whenever I get my chainsaw back, I'm gonna go up the side of the ladder and put it against the tree, and reach over around and just cut the whole branch off and be like, piss on it, there it is, and be done with it. So that way it opens up a lot. I gotta go over there and pick some of the apples off my apple tree over there because I left them on there for, you know, whatever reason, you know. Some of them came off, so some the deer got, some the bugs got, but there's about 12 or 13 on there that are about the size of a baseball, and they're the old-fashioned green apples. So, you know, I've always been told to, you know, let them sit till, you know, it gets cold and pick them, and there you go. So that's what I've done. Like I said, my elderberry behind me, I got a prune. There's about 7 cluster heads on there. I'm gonna cut them off. There's a couple of, and I hate to do it because they're flowered, which, you know, I have seen some bees on there, you know, on the flowers, you know, I guess, you know, getting the dire last part of pollen and nectar. But I'm gonna cut some of the heads off that have the flower caps on them. And Ray, one of the guys at the farmers market in the springtime, took the flower caps and pulled the flowers out of them and dried them and made tea with them, and it was really good. So I'm going to alleviate some of the flower heads on my elderberry plant, since we got 3 killing frosts coming back to back this week. Ain't no sense of letting it go to waste. I might as well utilize it while I can. No, there's a bunch of green berries on it, which I'm just gonna leave them alone. And I figured if it freezes and the berries fall off, so be it. But if worst case scenario, they stay on there, it'll give the birds around here something to eat on. You know, if they're big enough, they can jump on the branch, whatever, or round to it, and eat the berries off of it during the winter. It'll just give them extra bit of, I guess, nutrition or food or whatever. I'm not sure if birds eat green elderberries or not, but I guess they can. I got the blazer unpacked, tables are in the shed. You know, only thing I go now is raise the seats up, and I think tomorrow sometime I'm gonna go to Rural King and get a couple of bags of goat feed and some straw and some other delectables, so that way I can put it inside their houses and keep them nice and warm. I got some straw from a dog house, and do a little extra Christmas shopping. About 95% of my Christmas shopping is done. I'm just getting like some, I hate to use the word last minute bare essentials, but you know, there's the stuff my kids need, and I figure I might as well get it now while I can, and before all this crazy pandemonium of last minute shoppers start going out, because it seems like as soon as it goes from Halloween to November 1st, it's like Halloween's the 31st and November 1st is the start of Christmas. So with all that being done and said, that's when a lot of people around here start Christmas shopping. Of course, most of mine's already done, like I said, so mine's gonna be simple. I still ain't gonna say what I'm gonna get them, because people watch my YouTube that, you know, that are close and local, and not saying that they'll say anything, but you just never know. Better safe than sorry. I got 2 plants of rhubarb still in a container buckets. I need to put them in the ground. I don't know where I'm going to put them. I have an idea where I'm going to put them, but I don't know where I'm going to put them. So I'm kind of, I guess I need to get my ass in a groove and put them in the ground real quick. Or what I could do is I could just bring them inside for the night and which I hate to, because then they'll be like nice and warm, and then if I plant them tomorrow, I think the shock will mess them up or something to that nature. So I don't want to redo that. So I might be planting some rhubarb out in the yard tonight when it's dark with the headlight on. But yeah, I mean, I'm getting ready for the first basis of winter, and it kind of sucks, but you know, what are you gonna do? Now, I'm sitting here talking and looking across my porch, and I got a thing of lemongrass in a pot, and I'm really debating on bringing that lemongrass inside the house tonight, and maybe making because I got a planter pot over there. I was thinking about planting it in the pot in the house tonight, and maybe just leaving it inside the house. Who knows? Just let it, you know, get the sunlight from inside the house over the winter, and you know, making that an indoor plant, and or just planting it and taking my chances. I might just leave, because it's a small, it's not very big, it's only like maybe 2.5, 3 foot tall, a cluster of like about that big around ish, a little bit bigger than a baseball, smaller than a softball. I might bring it in, hell, who knows. See, I was like, when I was a kid, my mom used to bring in all of her plants, outside plants, in the house over winter, and that's why I bring a lot of plants in, like garden plants, in the house. And not only is it, you know, do you know, get to have some nice, good, you know, green stuff in the wintertime, but at the same time, plants actually help with what they call stale air in your house during the winter. So, you know, it's like I guess like a double pro versus a single con. The single con is, you know, you got to take care of them and stuff like that, but you know, you got to take care of them outside in the summertime anyway, so what's the difference? But this is going to be kind of a shorty video, so nothing really major. I've just told you what I'm going to do, plan on doing, and what's going to take place. And yeah, so I guess that's all I got to say. I need to get my ass busy and start cutting elderberries and everything else. So y'all have a great day. I'll download this sometime tonight, and hopefully it'll be up by the 3rd, and y'all have something to see what's going on here November 2nd in Hardin County, Kentucky. And I'll sign off, and y'all have a great day.